Good morning and welcome. Please stand or remain standing if you're able to do so for the presentation of colors in the Star Spangled Banner played by the Meridian Brass Quintet and led by Anna Gallagher, a vocal performance student from the College of Arts and Sciences. Please be seated. On behalf of the university, I wish to thank the SIUE Army ROTC for the presentation of colors and Anna Gallagher and the Meridian Brass Quintet for their fine musical presentations. My name is Denise Cobb and I am the Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, and I am delighted to celebrate the Spring 2025 commencement with you. This morning, we will confer degrees on candidates from the School of Pharmacy. We are delighted to see so many family members and friends here to commemorate the outstanding accomplishments of our students. For those who are unable to join us in person, we are also live streaming all of our ceremonies. Before moving forward, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge SIUE's 10th Chancellor, Dr. James T. Minor. If you know anything at all about Chancellor Minor, you know that commencement is his favorite holiday, a time of pride, celebration, and hope for the future. That is why it speaks volumes that the only reason he is not with us today is because he is attending his own daughter's college commencement this weekend. Like so many of you, he is celebrating a proud and joyful family milestone. Chancellor Minor asked me to share his heartfelt congratulations with each of you. He is incredibly proud of today's graduates and sends his best wishes as you embark on the next exciting chapter of your lives. I'm now pleased to acknowledge members of the Platform Party, Chancellor's Council, and constituency representatives. These individuals are with us today to extend their congratulations to our graduates. Would all Platform Party, council members, and constituency representatives please stand if you are able to do so and be recognized. Thank you. Please be seated. I also wish to recognize our incredible faculty seated in front of me and the outstanding staff members located throughout this facility. It is through their dedicated work in designing and executing the curricula of the university, as well as providing critical support services, that our students have been able to achieve their educational goals, culminating in this ceremony today. Would all faculty and staff in attendance today please stand if you're able to do so and be recognized. Thank you. It is now my privilege to introduce Dr. Girish Gupchup, Vice President for Academic Innovation, Planning and Partnerships for the SIU system, and Professor of Pharmacy here at SIUE. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Gupchup.
Well, good morning, and thank you, Provost Cobb. On behalf of the Southern Illinois University system, it is my privilege to welcome the School of Pharmacy graduates for the summer 2025 commencement ceremony. Over the past 150 years, around 500,000 people have graduated from one of the institutions in our system. These graduates have had an impact locally, nationally, and beyond. In fact, a study in 2023 showed that the economic impact of the SIU system is $4 billion, and we generate more than 45,000 jobs a year. And SIUE's contribution is $1.3 billion, and they generate 7,000 jobs a year. Now that is impressive. So today, you become part of a long tradition of producing outstanding graduates. Now, graduating from a university is a major accomplishment, and everyone who earns a degree faces challenges along the way. And as you know, the past few years have been particularly challenging. So you should be proud that you persevered and got to this point. Now, as we look to the future, both at SIUE and for each of you, we are excited about what will come next. As you become doctors of pharmacy, remember that the word doctorate comes from the Latin docere, which means to teach. And the act of getting the degree is licentia docendi. In other words, you are getting a teaching license. So you will be medication experts, and you will teach your patients and your health professionals. And I know you'll do a great job because you have the best faculty in the country. So we wish you the best of luck in the next chapter of your journey, and know that you will continue to accomplish great things. And we know that the profession is in great hands. And we hope that each of you continue to stay connected with SIUE and the SIU system. So again, congratulations and best of luck in the future. And go Cougars!
I would now like to introduce our keynote speaker for today's commencement, Dr. Holly-Ann Jacobs. Dr. Jacobs graduated from the SIUE School of Pharmacy in 2015 with a specialization in pediatrics and academia. She then pursued postgraduate training in Utah with Intermountain Health's Primary Children's Hospital. After falling in love with the mountains, she stayed in Utah, accepting a position with the University of Utah's Pulmonary Clinic. She established pharmacy services with the Interstitial Lung Disease Center and helped expand pharmacy service with the Cystic Fibrosis Center. Through her tenure as a clinical pharmacist, she has taught many residents and students through rotations. She has taken part in numerous publications in the cystic fibrosis space and has been afforded the opportunity to speak on a national platform at the National American Cystic Fibrosis Conference. She believes strongly in a work-life balance, and on the weekends you'll find her in the mountains with her family on a bike. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Holly-Ann Jacobs.
Wow, first of all. Class of 2025, faculty, family, and friends, and any of you who have wandered into the wrong ceremony, I welcome you today. I first want to express how incredibly humbling it is to be standing before you. It's truly an honor to be invited back to a place that shapes so much of who I am, not only as a pharmacist, but also as a person. And to celebrate alongside those who have now survived that same rigorous, late-night, caffeine-fueled rite of passage. Trust me when I say, I've been exactly where you are, proudly overdressed, slightly overheated, and desperately hoping not to trip in front of hundreds of people. Speaking of impressive crowds, let's be sure to take a moment to recognize the friends and family who have gathered here in support of all of you today. And wow, what a turnout. You, on the sidelines over here, have endured endless stories about exams, therapeutic dilemmas, have listened to the random self-diagnosis of whatever was learned in class that week. Your unwavering patience and your unwillingness to pretend to understand pharmacokinetics is truly admirable. And of course, let's be sure to appreciate our faculty, whose teaching and support have been instrumental, even if at times their favorite phrase may have been, "This will be on the exam." Today, though, we are here to celebrate the class of 2025. And there is genuinely so much worth celebrating. You are part of a unique historical group, students whose entire educational journey was reshaped by a global pandemic. You survived remote learning, where every lecture was attended in sweatpants, webcams carefully angled to hide dirty dishes, and there may have often been moments where you felt that you were teaching yourselves. However, you navigated this isolation, those countless Zoom malfunctions, and the unfortunate reality of repeatedly reminding your professors that they were on mute. But beyond simply surviving, your class has thrived. You rebuilt student organizations from scratch, breathing life back into our campus traditions. And honestly, I am so grateful that you did, as many of my fondest pharmacy school memories involve student organizations and volunteering, where those friendships were formed, careers shaped, and free pizza consumed in record amounts. However, your class not only rebuilt, but you innovated. You created the first professional fraternity for our School of Pharmacy, fostering collaboration and community. You collaborated with the Student Representative Council in a campus-wide student health fair with initiatives that continue to serve the community today. Not to mention academically, you set the bar quite high. Among the 65 students sitting in this room today, 28 are graduating with either dual degrees and/or specializations. This class has also been busy competing nationally in clinical skills, publishing papers, presenting research, all while securing a phenomenal 96.3% residency match rate in that first phase, thus ranking 7th nationally, but first in Illinois and Missouri. And I'd just say you deserve extra points for doing it all without ChatGPT, or officially without. Yet beyond these accolades, today is about celebrating your resilience. Your pharmacy journey began with a global event that could have easily derailed you, but instead, it defined your strength and adaptability. Trust me, as a healthcare worker, adaptability will be a secret weapon, right next to caffeine and some dry shampoo. As I reflected on what to say today, I was in the car as a proud passenger princess, as I often like to be, cruising through Utah's stunning mountain views, and I was suddenly overwhelmed by gratitude. Gratitude, not just for the view or for the life that pharmacy has allowed me to build, but also gratitude for every detour along the way, as my pharmacy journey has been anything but linear. See, I had it all mapped out from day one. Get into pharmacy school, check. Specialize in pediatrics, check again. Match with a residency at a top pediatric center, check and check. Getting married and graduating pharmacy school, all in the same weekend, mega check. That's right, today is also my wedding anniversary. Happy anniversary, honey. My life seemed to be going exactly as planned, until of course it wasn't. The dreaded day arrived, and I didn't match for a PGY2. That was my first big F. F for failure. My carefully curated path had taken an unexpected and unwelcome turn, and I suddenly found myself at a crisis, feeling like I had disappointed not only myself, but everyone around me, my mentors, my teachers, my family, all of those who had invested their time. But here's a secret about failure. It's never the end. It is just an unplanned plot twist. My first instinct was panic. My second was cookies and some red wine. And I have a very vivid memory and some photographic evidence, thanks to my husband's impeccable timing, of a chocolate chip cookie in one hand, a glass of red wine in the other, tears streaming down my face, raccoon eyes due to the smeared mascara, questioning every decision I'd ever made. If you've never experienced this kind of self-care, I do highly recommend it, but hopefully without all the crying. Yet in that humbling moment, I realized two very critical things. One, I was not alone, nor had I ever been. My family, my friends, my co-residents, these were the people who always picked me up, and maybe sometimes supplied the wine. Pharmacy is your career, but it should never be your entire identity. People, relationships, and even your hobbies, these are the things that will stain you when your plans inevitably shift. The second thing I realized, and this may be shocking, there was more to life than pharmacy. Because pharmacy is something you do, and it is not who you are. Let that sink in and carry that with you. Understanding this distinction allowed me to recalibrate, step out of my comfort zone, and eventually find myself in a job interview at the University of Utah. A position I initially believed I was entirely unqualified for. Spoiler alert, imposter syndrome never completely goes away. It will just upgrade from I'm not good enough to how am I still fooling them? 10 years later, I am a proud adult cystic fibrosis clinical pharmacist, expanding pharmacy services, training residents, and even speaking at national conferences. Recently, the chief of pulmonary medicine asked my advice on how to expand our team further. And while I responded with confidence, internally I was thinking, really? You're asking me? Did you miss the whole cookie and wine episode? I share my story because your career and your life won't be defined by perfect moments, but by how you respond when those things go off script. Your ability to embrace detours will often determine your true success. There's a saying in our household, you only regret the rides you don't take. We ride a lot of bikes. Well, whether it's a career decision, a passion project, or even just saying yes to new adventures, remember that even a misstep is still a step forward. After all, you all learned to walk at some point, and it wasn't graceful. You fell, you cried, and probably hit your head on every coffee table. But did you stop trying? No. As I prepared today's speech, I reached out to graduates from the class of 2015 for any additional nuggets of wisdom that they had to share. And here are just a few gems. First, find what lights your fire, take risk early, even if you feel unready. Second, remember all those times you complained about exam questions making no sense? Welcome to clinical pharmacy every day. The real learning happens after pharmacy school. Don't be afraid to pivot into a different field and keep your mind open to endless possibilities. Work-life balance needs to be mandatory. You must take care of yourself to be able to take care of others. Then, don't be afraid to double-check yourself or admit that you don't know something. Your honesty will save lives. And then my personal favorite, please, for the love of all things professional, never get doctor on your license plate. These nuggets of wisdom come from pharmacists who are now working in emergency medicine, ambulatory care, inpatient, leadership, and community roles. They sit exactly where you are today, excited, nervous, and possibly wondering if the robes are supposed to be this itchy. Class of 2025, as you step into this next chapter, embrace the uncertainty, remember to laugh, and always be kind to yourself, and continue being the fearless class that you are. This day in your future does belong to you. Congratulations, PharmDs. I am in awe of all of you. Now go out there, be bold, and maybe keep some wine and cookies just in case. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jacobs, for sharing your story and your inspiring words. Now, every class has its leaders, those students who go beyond the minimum requirements, and this class is no exception. Would the officers of the class of 2025 please stand if you're able to do so and be recognized. Thank you for your service to your class and to the school. Now, most of the school's awards and honors are presented at our annual scholarship and awards ceremony, but two very special awards are reserved for this day. First, it's my pleasure to announce Nicole Zakvea is the winner of this year's Faculty Excellence Award. Nicole, would you please join me on stage? Please join me on stage. All right, this award is presented to a graduating student who exhibits academic excellence and a commitment to lifelong learning, has shown evidence of motivation to further the profession, utilizes excellent verbal and written communication skills, has shown leadership via involvement in professional organizations and School of Pharmacy activities, and demonstrates empathy toward and service to others. This award is determined through faculty nominations and voting processes. Congratulations, Nicole, on this special recognition. It's also my great pleasure to announce the recipients of the 2025 Academic Excellence Awards. This award is given to the student or students with the highest cumulative grade point average over their 4 years in the program. Rachel Bradley, Ray Moreland, Abigail Schmidt, and Braden Shirley, would you please join me on stage? Anyone associated with pharmacy education realizes the level of hard work and dedication that's required to receive this honor. With over 1,200 alumni from the first 16 graduating classes, we've only had 24 students finish with a 4.0 grade point average. This equates to less than 2% of our graduates. To have 4 individuals achieve this is a remarkable accomplishment. Congratulations to each of you on this outstanding achievement. For each commencement ceremony, one graduate is chosen to speak on behalf of their graduating class. To be selected for this honor, students must not only demonstrate academic success, but they must also exemplify the values of our institution. The graduate chosen for this ceremony is Matthew Jaco. It's my honor to introduce Matthew, a graduating PharmD and Master of Public Health candidate from Bloomington, Illinois. A proud SIUE student, Matthew applied to only one university, SIUE, knowing it was the right place for him. And when it came time to apply to pharmacy school, there was no question where he wanted to go. Matthew has distinguished himself as a student in the University Honors Program and as an outstanding leader throughout his time at SIUE. Matthew has been a recipient of the SIUE Provost Scholarship, the School of Pharmacy Asset Leadership Scholarship, the Connie Stamper Carr PharmD Endowment, the Class of 2020 School of Pharmacy Scholarship, as well as being named the 2023-2024 SIUE Graduate Student Leader of the Year. He has served as president of the Rokai Pharmacy Honor Society, president of the Student Representative Council, and class president for the past 2 years. Additionally, he's contributed to multiple School of Pharmacy committees, and he was the founding coordinator of the SIUE Student Health Fair. Beyond his leadership, Matthew has been deeply committed to serving others through public health initiatives and patient care. And as evidence of these efforts, just yesterday, I received a letter from Rear Admiral Kelly Batiste, who's the Assistant Surgeon General, who has presented the award for the United States Public Health Service Excellence in Public Health Pharmacy Award to Matthew. From here, he will be pursuing a PGY1 residency in Minneapolis, the VA Veterans Group, where he will continue to develop his clinical skills and passion for direct patient care. His goal is to work in an ambulatory care setting, managing chronic conditions, improving medication safety, and advocating for patient-centered care. Matthew, it's my pleasure to welcome you as a student speaker representing your class.
Gotta find my page. Like Holly said, wow. Thank you, Dean Lohr, for the introduction. Good morning, everyone, family, friends, faculty, and most importantly, the class of 2025. Thank you all for being here to celebrate this incredible milestone with us today. 4 years ago, we walked into the SIUE School of Pharmacy as wide-eyed students, eager and perhaps a little unsure of what lay ahead. We didn't know the challenges we'd face, the long hours we'd put in, or the sacrifices we'd have to make. But here we are, standing together, ready to leave as pharmacists. Professionals who have been transformed by this journey and who are now prepared to make a meaningful impact on the world. Let's be honest though, this journey wasn't easy. It was filled with late-night study sessions that turned into early mornings, Nowplex anxiety that has been keeping us up at night lately, and moments when caffeine seemed like the only thing keeping us alive. There were days we questioned ourselves, wondering if we'd make it through. But despite these doubts, the exhaustion, and the overwhelming sense that there is always so much more to learn, we persevered. We pushed through because we knew we were part of something bigger than ourselves, a community of dedicated, passionate individuals who all shared the same goal, to make a difference in the lives of others. Pharmacy school tested us in more ways than we ever expected, at least 80 exams, and we learned how to calculate aminoglycoside dosing on 4 hours of sleep, how to decipher a doctor's handwriting that looked more like a secret code than anything legible, and how to counsel patients with confidence, even when we weren't sure we had any confidence to give. But what stands out the most when I reflect on these years isn't just the knowledge we've gained, it's the people we've become. We've become problem solvers who navigate complex clinical challenges. We've become patient advocates, tirelessly working to ensure every individual receives the care they deserve. And we've become lifelong learners, understanding that no matter how much we know, there's always more to discover. Through these experiences, we've discovered something even more profound. Pharmacy isn't just about medications. It's about the people we serve, their lives, their stories, and their trust in us. It's about the relationships we build, the empathy we offer, and the difference we can make with just one conversation, one intervention, and one carefully considered recommendation. And if you remember, 4 years ago at our white coat ceremony, our speaker gave us one very specific task that day, to always start with the Lynch-Roselli first step of the clinical algorithm, give a shit. If you know, you know. And at the time, it seemed simple enough. Just another lesson to file away, but now, after everything we've been through, we realize how powerful this lesson truly is. Pharmacy school challenged us, tested our resolve, and threw obstacles in our way that we didn't always feel ready for. But through it all, the first step has grounded us. It reminded us that success in this profession isn't about memorizing every single drug interaction or knowing every possible side effect. It's about taking a moment to pause, to breathe, to think, and then to approach problems with clarity, patience, and a willingness to learn. And that step is what makes us the type of pharmacist who don't just react, but who respond thoughtfully and with purpose. SIUE has shaped us into the pharmacists we are today, not just through rigorous coursework, but through countless experiences that have pushed us beyond our comfort zones. Whether it was our first intervention on rounds, building relationships with our patients, or giving a presentation on one of our niche interest areas, it's all of these moments that helped us grow into who we are now. We've been challenged, humbled, and pushed to discover our true potential. Each moment, big or small, has been a stepping stone that led us to this day. None of this would have been possible without the unwavering support of our faculty and preceptors. To our professors and mentors, thank you for your dedication to our growth, for your patience in guiding us, and for sometimes letting us struggle just enough so that we can figure out things on our own. You've taught us not only how to be great pharmacists, but how to be even better people, who think critically, who empathize with others, and who strive to never stop learning. And to our families and friends, thank you. Thank you for believing in us when we doubted ourselves, for listening to us rant about tough exams and possible patient cases and our ever-growing to-do lists, for making sure we remembered to eat or sleep when we were too busy studying, or for reminding us that there is indeed life outside of pharmacy school. Your love, support, and encouragement have been the pillars that helped us stand tall and take each step throughout these years. And finally, to my fellow graduates, this is just the beginning. This isn't the end of our journey. It's the start of something even greater. I know it's cliche. Whether we are stepping into community pharmacy, hospital settings, residency, industry, or carving out our own paths that are yet to be defined, we're entering a profession that is more vital now than ever before. We've been equipped with knowledge, resilience, and passion to face whatever comes next. But most importantly, we've been trained to never stop learning, to always be adaptable, and to continue making a difference wherever we go. As we leave this place today, let's not forget why we started. Always remember the why. And let's remind ourselves of that first step in the clinical algorithm. Let's continue to lift each other up, to support one another, and to push the boundaries of what's possible. Let's advocate for our patients in ways only pharmacists can, always remembering to pause, take a breath, and think before we act. Congratulations, class of 2025. We made it.
Thank you, Matthew, for your message and congratulations on your achievements. The SIUE School of Pharmacy graduates wear a specific type of academic regalia. Those of us who have earned a doctoral degree wear the academic robe that bears 3 chevrons on the sleeve. We also wear the doctoral mortarboard or tam, according to the practice of the school that granted our degrees. The SIUE School of Pharmacy faculty members wear a doctoral hood representing the schools from which they graduated and their academic disciplines. They wear the regalia as a sign of their respect for our graduates and the hard work and dedication they have demonstrated to reach this point. Today, we will place the doctoral hood upon the shoulders of each candidate receiving their degrees. The hood bears the college colors, in our case, the red and white of Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. The facing of the hood indicates the field of study. The pharmacy color is olive green. It is our final outward acknowledgement for each student's educational achievement. You will notice some students wearing medallions or colored cords with their regalia. The SIUE School of Pharmacy encourages students to excel inside the classroom as well as in service to the school and the profession outside the classroom. The medallions or colored cords you see our students wearing indicate how they have helped to advance the profession of pharmacy through membership in student organizations, leadership societies, or honor societies at local, state, or national levels. During this portion of the ceremony, I ask that the audience please be respectful to all guests by remaining seated and making sure that each graduate's name can be heard clearly so that all can be honored as we celebrate this wonderful occasion. Thank you. Dean Luer will now present candidates for conferral of doctoral degrees from the School of Pharmacy.
Will all candidates for doctoral degrees in the School of Pharmacy please rise if you're able to do so? Provost Cobb, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Pharmacy, it's my honor to present these candidates who, subject to completion of all requirements established by the university and the School of Pharmacy, are recommended to you for the formal conferring of their respective degrees.
Thank you, Dean Luer. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the Dean of the School of Pharmacy, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees, I confer on each of you the doctoral degree earned with all associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
Will all graduates receiving degrees in the School of Pharmacy please come forward as your row is released. It's my pleasure to welcome Dr. Keith Heck to the center podium to lead the I jumped ahead.
Dr. Elizabeth Ann Allers. Dr. Niomate Adu Asante. Dr. Samantha K. Beck. Dr. Gregory Scott Bauer. Dr. Rachel Autumn Bradley. Dr. Lauren Michelle Broden. Dr. Trent Lee Buckman. Dr. Jason Michael Cole. Dr. Samantha Renee Despines. Dr. Brienne Aaron Early. Dr. Derek John Feldman. Dr. Jaden Rigger Flores. Dr. Natalie Lynn Frenzel. Dr. Emily R. Gauthier. Dr. Kenneth Michael Gibson. Dr. Paige Marie Hall. Dr. Sydney Lauren Hatcher. Dr. Darby Olivia Hobbs. Dr. Jesse Lee Eisnagel. Dr. Matthew Scott Jaco. Dr. Rachel Elizabeth Jansen. Dr. Seth Michael Kelly. Dr. Kristen Nicole Kennedy. Dr. Luke Kleinfelter. Dr. Anna Rose Knabel. Dr. Anna Kovac. Dr. Abigail Grace Krieb. Dr. Anna Lynn Kreinert. Dr. Noah Robert Landers. Dr. Madison Jade McWhorter. Dr. Zachary Tyler McNeely. Dr. Leila Mimishevich. Dr. Anna Noel Mills. Dr. Rayanna May Moore. Dr. Dorian Cordell Morgan, Jr. Dr. Bria Janae Moreland. Dr. Cheyenne Noel Myers. Dr. Benjamin Wade Nashland. Dr. Heather Ann Nevy. Dr. Seth Ellen Niepater. Dr. Bhumi Savantilal Patel. Dr. Deanne Nicole File. Dr. Amila Pilipovich. Dr. Kaylee Ann Pirak. Dr. Morgan Rose Rankings. Dr. Rachel Elizabeth Ray. Dr. Emily Nicole Roach. Dr. Caitlin Ruth Rogers. Dr. Abigail Rain Roseball. Dr. Abigail Christina Schmidt. Dr. Caden Michael Schragi. Dr. Jesse Michael Scriver. Dr. Hannah Marie Schulmeister. Dr. Richard Parker Schultz. Dr. Braden Christopher Shirley. Dr. Zachary Clark Sowers. Dr. Paige Elaine Summers. Dr. Megan Tankoff. Dr. Lene Elizabeth Thomas. Dr. Kaylin Marie Thompson. Dr. Samara Jade Taraski. Dr. Travis P. Will. Dr. Hannah Michelle Wood. Dr. Dylan Robert Youngberg. Dr. Nicole Jennifer Sagvea.
Now it's my pleasure to welcome Dr. Keith Hecht to the center podium to lead the Doctor of Pharmacy graduates in the Oath of the Pharmacist.
The graduates will now stand if they're able to do so and take the Oath of the Pharmacist, which is printed in your program. I invite any pharmacists in attendance to also stand and join us in reciting the oath. Graduates, please remain standing at the conclusion of the oath. Class of 2025, please read the oath aloud with me. I promise to devote myself to a lifetime of service to others through the profession of pharmacy. In fulfilling this vow, I will consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering my primary concerns. I will treat all patients with dignity and respect and will not discriminate against any patient. I will apply my knowledge, experience, skills to the best of my ability to assure optimal outcomes for all patients. I will respect and protect all personal and health information entrusted to me. I will accept the responsibility to improve my professional knowledge, expertise, and self-awareness. I will hold myself and my colleagues to the highest principles of our profession's moral, ethical, and legal conduct. I will embrace and advocate change that improves patient care. I will utilize my knowledge, skills, experiences, and values to prepare the next generation of pharmacists. I take these vows voluntarily with the full realization of the responsibility with which I am entrusted by the public. Congratulations to the class of 2025 and welcome to the profession.
Graduates, in recognition of the degrees bestowed upon you, you may now move your tassel from right to left. At this point, I ask our graduates to turn to face the audience. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the School of Pharmacy, I'm honored to present the graduating class of Spring 2025. Okay, graduates, it's your turn now. Please take a minute to show your appreciation for the support from your family and friends with a round of applause. All right, thank you. All right, please turn to the podium and be seated again. I now invite Connie Collins, Vice Chancellor for University Advancement, to congratulate our graduates on behalf of the SIUE Alumni Association Board of Directors.
Congratulations, class of 2025, and on behalf of more than 120,000 Cougars before you, welcome to the SIUE Alumni Association. As a graduate of SIUE, you are automatically a member of the SIUE Alumni Association. No sign-ups or dues are required. From this moment forward, you're part of a strong, supportive community of Cougars who are here to cheer you on, offer guidance, and celebrate your wins as you take on whatever comes next. As you begin this exciting new chapter, we trust you'll approach the future with a sense of optimism and confidence. And remember, staying connected to SIUE will open doors, both personally and professionally. Whether it's attending alumni events, returning for reunions, or networking with fellow graduates, you have access to a world of opportunity. Once again, the Alumni Association offers you a sincere congratulation. We can't wait to see the impact you'll have as professionals, leaders, and Cougars for life.
Honored guests, let's give our graduates one final round of applause. We will conclude commencement by singing the first verse of the SIUE alma mater, played by the Meridian Brass Quintet and led by Anna Gallagher. The lyrics are printed in the back of your program. Following the alma mater, please remain seated until the platform party, faculty, and graduates have left the seating area. Graduates will meet their guests outside of the East Lobby. Best wishes to all of our graduates, and thank you to all of our guests for joining us for this momentous occasion. We hope you will return home and and visit us often. Now please rise if you're able to do so for the alma mater.